Have you ever wanted to know what was so special about the woman that said that she ate the scraps from what they translate the children's table? Well, it's hidden, and we can see it in the book of Mark and some other places. But let me just show you what they intentionally don't translate because they don't want you to think you can eat sin. But yeah, not only can you eat sin, that's the first lesson in our Bible, okay? And even though what it is has been hidden, well, do a little digging, you'll find out exactly what it is. Yes, you can eat sin. And how many times does Messiah reiterate to eat of life and not death, to eat of his words and not the words of the man's, not the words of the scribe, to dig and seek truth. He even told you who hid this from you. Most High God even told you in Jeremiah 8:8, you thought you had the law, but you didn't. The scribes turned it into a lie. It is your job to seek it out with all your heart. So here we go. And saying to her, this permit, it's really like release first to be satisfied the children. What is that? Why are we going to be satisfied? Because if you're eating flesh, you're not going to ever be satisfied because you're not taking the true instructions of God Almighty. You're practicing sin. You're practicing voodoo. You will be glutton little piggies. You will never be satisfied with anything you have in life. So, saying to her this word that they say is forgive, other places, it's more like release first thee to be satisfied, the children, not for is good to take the bread of children and to dogs cast. And I don't even know the true translation for this because it's spelled so differently different places. But one place it's literally spelled with sin in it. And that's where he's like, I'll go there in another video. But anyway, I'm not sure the true translation, but we're just going to keep it at dogs for now. I'm not all knowing. Let's check out what this woman told him that was so impressive. Then answered and said to him, Yes, Lord. Has them same two characters. This is very meaningful. Even the whatever they're calling dogs under the table, under the tables, look right here. These are the scraps that she's eating. Eat, not sin of the crumbs of the children. What? I thought you couldn't eat sin. Why do they do so much to hide this? Because it is revealing the truth in all the parables. Sin, for those that think, oh, that's just a made up, that's something else. Hold on, I'm going to show you in just a second where I found out. Well, first of all, I knew what it was, but where I found out it originated from and where they do not translate it intentionally. And he said to her, because this, the word go forth from out the daughter of you, the demon, because she had spoke the true word. And having gone away to the house she found the child lying on the bed and the demon having been gone, because she spoke the truth. And these are the people that, remember, he came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. It was already foretold that they were going to reject him, and then the others were going to receive the message first. Okay? Now she got it. We're not supposed to eat sin. These other people that thought they were holy, that thought they were keeping God's law, practicing voodoo, sacrificing, eating of flesh, they're not going to get it till later. But let me show you where when I first realized they hid sin, and I did a little bit of investigating, and I found out that mountain that they started eating flesh on when he tested them? Well, he named that mountain sin. He also told them not to forget that mountain. That's where they sinned against him, and all the people died, and they were never to forget that. But guess what? Not only did they forget it, they hid it from y'all. And you can go here and read. A lot of this has been perverted. Go look at it here. They'll go look at in the Codex Sinaiticus and translate it yourself, because they hide so much. Okay, they were the flesh they ate. Okay, and they were also, where it talks about they were making these raisin cakes. Go look that up. Raisin cakes are some type of bread mixed with flesh. That's why he was so mad at them and telling them, y'all are literally worshiping devils when you do this. Okay, you're literally worshiping the host of heaven, not him. They were preparing certain things right here. He said, prepare not sin. They hid that, and I'm just going through looking at it. It's actually here. They crammed two words together. Oh, it's right here too. Sin, the wilderness sin, which is between this place and this place. This is where they messed up. Okay, this is where they were doing wrong in the wilderness. It's the wilderness of sin. Okay, this is where they started sinning against God. Okay, Adam and Eve had already did this sin. So I'm talking about people were already messing up. They were already messing up. Okay, but when you don't know better, like you're kind of innocent when you do something and you don't know better. This is why the people in Egypt were teaching them and literally feeding them voodoo, where they were teaching them to eat flesh, and they were having them kill animals and eat it, and they were feeding it to them. And he told them to stop doing that. That was evil. And they refused. They bitched. They complained. They wanted their flesh. So many things got perverted in the translation. This is why it's been hidden, but you can still see it many places. Okay, this is sin. Now, why is there no number? Why is there no number for this? And you see they capitalize it. They don't want you to know it. Those that know Greek know in ancient Greek, this letter right here, this first letter looks like a C. That's an ancient Greek. Okay. In modern Greek, it looks like this kind of like a O with this little hook on the top of it. I'm not a Greek expert, but I'll tell you one thing, I can break it down better than most of these experts out here. I can see better than most of these so-called uh Greek scholars out here. But anyways, that what was so wonderful about what she said, because these people that don't eat sin will enter the kingdom of heaven before these so-called blinded lost sheep of the house of Israel. This was already foretold of. Y'all better start paying attention.